I ranked 7 super shoes, from the slowest all the way up to one so fast it should be illegal. One of these you would wear to jog to the shop, another costs $500, and is built to literally self-destruct after a single race. These are the shoes breaking world records, the shoes that got the rules rewritten, and the shoes that, quietly, are getting faster every single year. By the end of this video, you will know exactly which one is the fastest, which one is the smartest buy, and which one crosses the line completely. So let us climb the ladder, from the very bottom all the way to the top. And trust me, the gap between number 7 and number 1 is so much bigger than you think. Quick context first, because this matters. A super shoe is really just 2 ingredients, a stiff plate and a tall slab of bouncy, energy-returning foam. Put them together and they literally hand you free speed for nothing. But these shoes got so good, so fast, that the sport actually panicked. So World Athletics drew a hard line in the sand. 40 millimeters of foam. That is the legal limit. Go over it and your shoe is instantly banned from competition. Remember that number, 40 millimeters, because it is going to come back at the very top of this list. So here's how this works. We start at number 7. A shoe with no plate at all, and we climb. Every single rung gets faster, lighter, more extreme, and a lot more expensive. And number 1, it is so fast and so exclusive, it feels like it should not even be allowed to exist. Let us get into it. Number 7. The Nike Pegasus 41. And honestly, it is barely a super shoe at all. There is no carbon here, no plate, just a chunk of React foam and a couple of air zoom units buried in the sole. So why does it open the list? Because it is the baseline, the control group. This is the shoe that millions of runners actually train in every single day for years at a time. It is heavy, it is tough, and it absolutely refuses to die. You can run 500, 600 miles in these, and they will still be going strong. It is the complete opposite of everything that is coming next, and that is exactly why the shoes above it are going to feel like cheating. At around $140, it is reliable, it is affordable, and it is the perfect place to start our climb. It is the shoe you compare everything else to, but the moment we add a plate, everything changes. Number 6. Number 6. The Hoka Mach X. And this is where the plates finally show up. But here's the catch, it is not carbon. Hoka went with a Pebax plate, a plastic one. It is snappy, it is springy, but it is deliberately softer and more forgiving than the full-blown racers waiting at the top of this list. And that is completely on purpose, because the Mach X is not built to win marathons. It is built to be a plated trainer, bouncy enough to hit your fast tempo days and your interval sessions, but cushioned enough to survive your slow, everyday, easy miles. It is the one shoe does everything option, and for a lot of runners, it is genuinely all you will ever need. At around $190, it gives you a real taste of super shoe speed without the brutal elite price tag and without the fragility, but a taste is all it is, because from here on out, we go full carbon. Number 5. Number 5. The Saucony Endorphin Speed. And this shoe lives right on the border between a trainer and a true racer. It has got a plate, but it is a nylon one, stiffer and faster than Hoka's plastic, but softer and a whole lot friendlier than the carbon rocket sitting above it. And that is what makes it the perfect bridge. Saucony paired that nylon plate with their best Peba foam, so the shoe rolls you forward without destroying your legs. The result? You can genuinely race a 10K or a half marathon in it on Sunday, and then turn around and run your easy recovery miles in the exact same shoe on Monday. That makes it, arguably, the most versatile shoe on this entire list. Pound for pound, it might also be the best value, but versatility has a ceiling, and the next 4 shoes smash straight through it. Welcome to the world of pure carbon. Number 4. Number 4. The ASICS Metaspeed Sky. And ASICS did something here that nobody else even dared to try. They built 2 completely different racers. The Sky, for runners who get faster by taking longer, bigger strides, and the Edge, for runners who get faster by adding more steps, more cadence. You literally pick the shoe that matches the way your own body runs. It is genius, and whichever one you choose, it is featherweight, under 190 grams, packed with ASICS' bounciest, most explosive foam ever made, and a full carbon plate that flings you straight into your next stride. This is the shoe you have seen carrying runners onto podiums at major marathons all over the planet. It is a genuine, no doubt about it, world-class elite racer. And yet, on this ladder, there are still 3 shoes faster than it. That should tell you how serious things are about to get. Number 3. Number 3. The Adidas Adizero Adios Pro. And Adidas completely threw out the rulebook on how a super shoe is even supposed to work. See, everyone else builds their shoe around one single flat carbon plate. Adidas, they use carbon rods. 5 separate rods shaped to mimic the actual bones inside your foot. The idea is a more natural, more explosive toe-off on every single step. Now stack those rods on top of their Light Strike Pro foam and you get a ride that feels genuinely aggressive. It punishes you when you slow down, and it absolutely rewards you the second you start to fly. This is not a do-everything shoe. This is a pure, no-compromise marathon weapon, worn by some of the fastest road runners on the entire planet. But we have now reached the top two, the legends. And up here, the air gets very, very thin. Number 2, the Nike Vaporfly. And to understand why it ranks this high, you have to know what its grandfather did to the entire sport. Because back in 2016, the very first Vaporfly made runners so dramatically faster that officials sat down and seriously debated banning it outright. It did not just win races, it single-handedly kicked off the entire super shoe revolution. Every other shoe on this list, all of them, only exist because of this one. And the Vaporfly 4 refines that exact formula to a razor's edge. ZoomX foam, ridiculously light, ridiculously bouncy, a full carbon plate running right down the spine of the shoe. Studies estimated this design made runners around 4% more efficient, and 4% does not sound like much until you realize it can carve literal minutes off a marathon time. The Vaporfly sits right on that 40mm legal line, the absolute fastest the rules will physically allow. It is basically the legal ceiling for speed. So the obvious question is, how on earth is anything ranked above it? Number 1, the Adidas Adizero Adios Pro Evo 3. And this is not really a shoe. It is the closest thing to illegal speed that money can actually buy. Let us start with the weight, because it is genuinely hard to believe. This is Adidas's first ever sub 100 gram super shoe. Under 100 grams. Let that sink in. That is barely a third of the weight of the Nike Pegasus we started this whole list with. It is so light that on your foot, it feels like you are running in almost nothing at all. But now, the catch. This shoe costs around $500, and it is so stripped down, so brutally minimal, that it is engineered to survive roughly one single marathon. Read that again. $500 for one race, and then it is basically done. So here is the genuinely wild part. It is technically still legal. It sneaks in just under that 40mm line we talked about, but everything else about it, the insane price, the disposable build, the obsessive, ruthless engineering, all of it feels like it should not be allowed to exist. This is the shoe worn to chase down world records. It is the fastest, the lightest, and the most extreme racing shoe on this entire list. It is so good, the sport basically had to invent rules just to keep shoes like it under control. That is your number 1, and that is the difference between a shoe you jog in and a shoe that rewrites history. So there it is, the full ladder, from the everyday bulletproof Nike Pegasus all the way up to the $500, almost illegal Pro Evo. So here's the takeaway. If you actually want to race, the Vaporfly or the Pro Evo are your weapons of choice. If you want one single shoe that can do absolutely everything, start in the middle with the Endorphin Speed or the Mach X. And if you are just starting out, there is zero shame in the Pegasus. So now I want to hear from you. Which one of these 7 would you lace up? Let me know down in the comments. Hit subscribe because the next breakdown is going to be even bigger, and I will see you on the next run.